And welcome in. Yeah, I think the NPC battles, like all of them, are honestly pretty fun. The gaming is going. We're probably about to wrap up this area. So let's see what happens when we go back to in here and talk to these people. I don't think I need to chit-chat with any of them anymore.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Agent,
Hi, Abbott.
Thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working.
Yeah,
Without
your Seer
I've
is
no way of calling the lift.
The one who betrayed. Yeah, I've got some bad news. Your Seer's not a victim. He organized the whole thing.
No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken.
I saw the transmission myself. The Seer wasn't under duress. He's working with DeVries.
If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend?
I had good reason to turn traitor. You sabotaged his advancement.
That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing?
You seem reliant on him. If I had to guess, it's because you're afraid to lose him.
No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery...
I saw your messages to Svoboda and Victor. You implied that Wiley's incompetent.
The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his confidence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been.
It is kind of a standalone story so far.
My deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy.
Oh, once he stops talking. Okay. There are things... It's clearly after the events of the first game, and some of the things from the first game impacted this, but it's generally speaking a standalone from what I've seen so far. It's possible that once we get further in, some of it will tie in more, but right now, like, it's a different crew, you're in a different set of worlds. The only thing that's sort of the same is there are some of the companies from the first game have their presence in this game too, and so it's kind of it's definitely the same universe and affected by what happened in the first game, but not a direct story follow-up. Yeah. But how are you today? Let's see. The conspirators are trying to stop some peace talks. Do you know anything about that?
Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening.
How is it important? Just tell me what you know.
Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's
Hey, we all have our comfort foods. I have so many different comfort foods. No time to lose in heading up there.
But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in
your comfort food ass could be
in unforeseen ways.
Agreed. It's probably safer if you stay here.
Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
May the plan guide me. By the way, one more thing. I smooth things over with Auntie's Choice at Outpost Opportunity.
That's certainly a relief. Let's hope we live long enough to enjoy the fruits of your diplomatic labor.
Yes, let's. Okay. Okay. Input the conspirator's code to call lift. Acquired info discovered.
If you beheld that
I
new
assure you
rifle
these
up at the
traitors.
Okay.
Traders haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Alexandra Monastery. Let's go. Oh my.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Yes, you're gonna be fine. This is pretty. I am impressed with the like world design in this game. It's definitely, I think, a little bit of a step up from the first game, which is good. Plasma charge. Oh, bunch of random students and stuff being killed. So that's probably the observatory where we're meant to go. A jumpsuit bracelet. Horrified Order novice.
Avoid it all. Hey, body's not even... Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Door is barred shut. Is that our tram station there? If so, I need to go in there. Okay.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the Abbott? Why isn't he doing...
Break down all junk. Anything we need to craft? We'll do a little more biomass container. Do some biomass grenades too. Compact rounds. Explosive grenades. A little more of that. We don't need inhaler charges. Okay.
Doing something.
What's up here? Thank you for your vote, Arcade Bear. Kinetic beam caster. Large plasma charges. Finally, something that uses large plasma charges. Everything so far has only used small plasma charges up until now. Okay, now how are we going to get in there? Maybe we have to go in through the observatory and kind of come back. Alright, let's take a look.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Occurs without a catalyst. Today, we...
Oh, good.
Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan.
Alright, lockpick.
That belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve and your estate. Now is the time for execution.
Okay.
Those outside the order, and some simpletons within it, claim that all things happen for a reason.
God, this looks like it's going to sort of go back around to where we need to go. Vending machine. It actually looks like both of these will go to somewhat the same place. Yeah, this room.
Hostile in proximity.
Sorry. Rejuvenation device.
That device may be the deciding factor.
Rogue Order Seer. Silenced plasma pistol bit cartridge.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal threshold.
I don't have good stealth or melee, so sneak attacks are probably not going to be the option here.
Assessing.
Let me know when you need an extraction.
Check the scopes for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Oh god.
Up by aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Yeah, you don't like my goo gun? My goo gun doesn't like you either. Examine bathhouse. How come they get a bathhouse and I don't? Anchor hold.
Grand Architect's perspiring brow, if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time.
Collection drawer is currently locked from the other side.
Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of
Use.
Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
Long's 75 thesis uses an outdated model, actually. It's less reliable than you suppose.
I'm aware of the errors of his methodology, but Long's overall opinion is still... Wait, why am I arguing with you about this?
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief.
What times war is necessary to prevent greater evil from taking place?
And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm of inaction?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle
What materials
this
do you
debate.
need? What materials do you need and where can I find them?
Only real numbers. The casualties of appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute
We'll take what we want
fusspots
and
when
they'll
their
deal
work
with
goes
it.
missing.
Probably a lot more to worry about than a few missing
I'm
books.
sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Any chance a woman named DeVries came to you for advice?
Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Should she give you any indication of her future plans?
Was obsessed with the rift.
Thanks for the hydrate.
She wanted to know
I actually
all
need
the
to get
potential
some.
routes the Order might take to deal with
Andy.
it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Oh yeah? And how'd she react?
Well, she hasn't returned, so perhaps she didn't like the answer we gave. Happens more often than you'd think.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama.
I'll be back once I visited the scriptorium. Okay. Nice.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Okay, let me see what's on this side. All kinds of stuff. Compact rounds. This datapack contains a lengthy selection of order reading materials. Some subheadings stand out to you. 193 paradoxes to pointlessly postulate, eliminating uncertainty with only necessary violence. Say no to 0.0001% margins of error. Risky relief, the unwritten peril of undue literary perusal in the restroom. Amazing. You just passed this area the other day? Nice. I'd be making faster progress, but we've had...
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability, but they didn't show us fast.
We haven't had a ton of time to play.
Lay down fire. Fortificator at ready status. Back instead.
Pinnacle tea. White chocolate yummies. Nice, okay. What is the purpose of being in here, I wonder? Oh. Okay, hang on. Don't have that. Note of complaint. Others may thrive under pressure, but you know me, Archie. I learn best in an environment of peace and relaxation. So what if I log some minor water damage on a tome or two? I know, sloppy of me, careless, but must I endure a litany of recrimination forevermore? If you ask those venerable scholars in the anchor hold, the answer would be yes. I cannot stand to suffer more beratement, yet my research requires a certain reference book currently in their possession, The Essential History of Mechanized Doors. Perhaps you might go and entreat them for the title on my behalf. Okay. Interesting. Oh, hang on.
Whoever wired this place should be shot by me, then forced to rewire
Okay,
it in a more straightforward fashion.
So we've got to find that tome first. Oh, hang on. They might have it.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
I may need a book on mechanized doors and their wiring if you have one.
You're in luck. I just finished my 3rd reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated.
Lovely. Collect the essential history of mechanized doors. Excellent. Okay. Further wiring guide and reroute power to the attached courtyard. I like that they added animations for a lot of things that the first game just had, you know, okay, thing complete. Like hacking and using lockpicks, all those things have animations now. Door is barred shut. This is Novice Dormitory. Also barred shut. Okay. I only see this one guy here.
Hostilities are afoot. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Small plasma charge, jumpsuit.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the Abbott, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just
I don't have engineering 5.
But at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of
resorting to violence. Just variable. I have a fix on
It's the unknown variables. Who are you calling an unknown variable? Oh, he's naked. Plasma grenade. Okay. Oh, we are going to this other side here. Good.
This the Abbott's room? For a monk, our friend's sure not short on amenities.
Pure ethanol. Corrosive plasma pistol. Oh, he's got a pet dog. Alright, let's look at his computer. Messages. Abbott knew will not this again. As per my last message on the subject, if there are issues with the efficacy of Seer Wiley's projections, I recommend you take that up with him rather than confusing my terminal as a repository for personal grievances. So supervising the manufacturer requires my utmost focus. I cannot suffer distractions. Furthermore, as your colleague, I encourage you to run the numbers again. If there's an error, I suspect it is not in Wiley's statement column. From Svoboda. And from Bishop Ruth Bassa. Abigail, it's vital that we preserve the integrity of our current predictions until we have regained access to the archive. In that context, I ask that you do not deviate from our normal standards of confidentiality after reviewing the following information. An agent of the Earth Directorate will soon be en route to Golden Ridge to speak with you. Their mission is too sensitive to be recorded here, but I ask that you do whatever you can to aid them, and in return they will be of some assistance to you as well. The fate of the Order, as well as all of Arcadia, hinges on their success. Private entries. Science 8 or Hack 8 and a bypass shunt. Alright, well if I can get to Science 8 in... Hey, there's an advanced decryption key in a moment. We'll do that. Lockpick 8.
When a student fails, why their instructor, of course. Bishop Bassar has failed this order as preeminent luminary, and without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds.
See, that feels like the door back out to the outside. This manual covers the basics of how to operate the Monastery's auto-pneumatic key punch. It also contains detailed information for preparing shipments of completed punch cards sent to Cloister. Okay, we have a workbench. Ah.
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press
what a bastard.
will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
Seer was right about one thing.
Yep.
We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left him to die.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is, then.
Okay.
Let me guess.
Orb here.
That safe won't open until we solve this puzzle. Seems like stacking the deck for a predictable behavior analysis.
Orb here.
I have a growing suspicion the Seer's been overindulging in Aetherwave cereals.
Got it. I can't go up on that. Oh, come on. This weapon is not very good for this, probably. How do we... Scriptorium. How do we get... There's the orb. We have to get it to fall down to there.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Investigating hostile intelligence.
Proceeding forward. Got my last on an
In process.
Adversary
Alright, let's go up and deal with these guys.
Closing on a perceived.
Back to standing by to stupefy.
I'm in my pride.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Ah, dude in a closet. Okay. So, up here... Engineering 5. I need one more engineering to get through there. Got it. Button, button, button. Who's got the button? Oh. Nice. Scrap metal. Only real numbers of the casualties of appeasement 2nd edition. Nice. There's one of those. Gotta find the second book. There's some stuff down here. General postings. Accepting new applicants, College of Extrapolative Anatomy and Adumbrative Pathology. Okay. Reminder to all researchers, caloric accretion and absorption of refreshment, especially liquids, are prohibited in the archives. 5% hack 5. Just an accidental nap. I love an accidental nap. Contact me as soon as you have the location and not before if discovered, then secure the monastery by any means possible. DeVries. Peace talks imminent. Okay. You need to keep an eye out for books. Alright, well, let's... Oh, hang on. I don't seem to be able to actually use these. Yeah, we found one of the 2 books that we need, but not both. Okay. Let's go up and see if we can do this ball puzzle. We love balls, so it should be easy.
Oh, okay. A bit slow moving, but it's something. Oh, I haven't encountered this much of a waste of time since I tried programming Val to understand sarcasm.
Auto-sumatic key punch activation card. Nice.
Yeah. Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the torch machine!
Oh my god, I can just kill him. We'll disable the key punch.
Time will tell if that
Nice.
was a good idea.
Not that I was concerned, mind you. Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Don't pay Wiley just dividends.
Explosive burst assault rifle. I like that. Let's take a really quick pee break and then we'll keep going. Okay, we're back. Let's keep going, see what we can do here. Thank you, Moose. Okay, this is the library though. So I feel like that other book, oops, not that. Should be here. Right, like the first one book was here. I feel like the other one should be as well. Or maybe it's somewhere else? Oh, wait, hang on. Scriptorium is this way. What? Plasma beam caster? Gotta try some of these weapons. Plasma beam caster. Okay, I got 2 of those, so. Oh my goodness. That is such a big weapon. Okay, that's the other book that I need. But this door doesn't seem to operate at all. So let's try going through the other side. And maybe there will be stairs back up or something. Yeah. Long rounds, mag pick. Giving me a lot of tool benches, which I suppose I'm grateful for. I'm going to review all my inventory later. I'm just going to pick up everything now. Oh, it's here. Okay, hang on. How do we get like this? Maybe, oh, I meant to go here. I see, bit cartridge. Conflict and de-escalation theory. Haha, I'm brilliant. Ah, okay. Nice. I have your 2 books.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for?
Yes, I have it right here.
Wonderful.
Okay, I insert the relevant research.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
So who's right?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Going towards sometimes an act of self-defense.
Maybe. Given your stance, you'll be wanting a weapon rather than armor, I'm sure.
Oh.
You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials. We appreciate your time.
Interesting.
If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until
Got it. So how you answer that allows you to get a weapon or armor based on how you answer Q. Advanced encryption key and a sawed-off heavy machine gun. Well, the advanced decryption key is certainly worth. Alright, now how in the fucking hell do I get back to where I was? This way. Yeah. Okay. And then from here, now we can go down through this way. Got it. I can unbar both sides. Compass. Bracelet. Volted plasma cutter. Okay. Another advanced decryption key.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think. Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Seer's claim?
There's gotta be a... trolley terminal up here somewhere. Right?
Mobilizing. Unfriendly nearby.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Ghostbusters. I like that. I may want to save it for,
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Consider self-preservation a priority. Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
I like that I can just teleport him over there. Service begins when all the bells ring out in perfect harmony. Okay, so let's see. This is where we came from, where we entered from. Doesn't look like there's anything in these doors. Ah, there we go. Golden Ridge Tremicular of Expediency. And then there's a path up there, and then wherever this is. That's a bunch of bells, huh? Shunt. God, there's a whole bunch of thingy-thingies. Okay, let me go check out this tram station if I can. Hopefully it's available. Looks like it. Oh, this is closed. Because there's going to be the last mural in here, probably, right? Oh no, it's right here. Golden Ridge murals in plural. Level up. Okay. All right, let's go science to 8. I like science. Art Enthusiast perk upgraded. XP from companion kills up 10%, yeah. Got it. Yeah, so it looks like on each world, the collection quest gives you a unlock bell tower. Gives you a perk that you can then upgrade by continuing the collection quest.
Extensive damage, Commander. Adversary vulnerability. Go for torpification.
All right, let's.
Mark my supposition.
The damage of this fucking goo weapon is not like amazing, but I do like that it staggers them so much. They tend to go, ugh, which makes sense. If you were being covered in biohazardous goo, you might do that too. Begin bell sequence. Okay, got it. So there's 2 bell towers.
I see an unfriendly.
Mobilize.
Give the word and I'll secure you, Commander.
Target Anna. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. No combatant on my scope. Medic, please.
Oh.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a frame.
Reckless leadership. Your leadership techniques leave a little bit to be desired, and with your companions often finding themselves in harm's way. You're no longer able to revive your companions in combat. Whenever one goes down, your other companion will get a boost. They're fully healed and immediately fill their companion meter. I want to reject that. But I think there's potentially like a case to be made for that being a good flaw, actually. Okay. All right, bell tower. What have we got here? That door is barred. Look to the orrery in front of the observatory to solve this riddle. The first dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit Elysium. The second dial should be set to the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. The final dial should be set to the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Cloister complete a single rotation. Based on your astronomical observations, enter the completed code nearby within the observatory.
Doesn't appreciate a good orrery. Worthless people, that's who.
The universe, large, unknowable, or so it was once believed. Matriarch Alexandra Varick's invention of the skip drive changed everything, a crowning achievement in the history of scientific progress. Skip drives bring us one step closer to our collective goal of cataloging our infinite universe each and every day. This chart serves as but a tiny piece of that grand universal puzzle, depicting several suns that have allowed humanity's best and brightest to flourish amongst the stars, the foremost of these being, of course, Arcadia. Currently unidentified, the Order expects to locate an exoplanet within the next 132.74 years, with a probabilistic uncertainty of 1.3 to 27 years. Once identified, this exoplanet will no doubt further accentuate Arcadia's many boons, and shall find its own place in this hall. Gentle giant Elysium. Despite your formidable appearance, you bear more life than any might think. Amongst your many moons, minuscule compared to your immense glory, there lingers not just one, but a whopping handful of places habitable by any wishing to see you overtaking the sky at night. Between these habitual motes and your lustrous green hue, it should only seem logical to dub you Elysium as the Elysium fields of yore. So if that's Elysium, then all of these are Elysium's moons? Experimental weapons tech, the Oracle, created in collaboration with Seer, Landon, Wiley, and archivist Victor Clemens of Alexandra Monastary. The Oracle is the next evolution in predictive weapons technology, accurately able to foretell where a target will be when the bullet is fired. This long-burst rifle never misses once it's locked onto a target. Other features include advanced scope, precise bullet mapping, and heated grip. Still in testing, not for public use, huh? Lockpick 12, Abbott's Universal Key. Plants of Arcadia are a colorful family. While some members shine openly in the spotlight as Dorado glitters in Arcadia's rays, others remain alone, keeping behind closed doors, little seen even at the best of times. Our Nyx sits firmly in the latter category, distant, dark, and mysterious. Though it is too distant to inhabit from time to time on clear nights and with sufficient equipment, the loneliest planet shows its face. And as the planet's glittering rings dance in our viewfinders, even the most hard-hearted scientists will be hard-pressed to deny that beauty can be found in the least expected places. Despite its foreboding veneer, much is to be admired regarding the moon known as Praetor. Tumultuous storms rake its surface, sending forth forks of blue light across the rocky and cavernous landscape. The moon dwells perpetually in the shadow of Elysium, yet many nocturnal creatures and species of light-abhorring fungi flourish upon it, perfect examples of the architect's ingenuity, even in such an inhospitable landscape. Many of the Protectorate's factories thrum on Praetor, supporting our society without blemishing our perfect worlds. If your goods have been made on Praetor, rest assured they have been built to last. Hemera, closest to the star Arcadia, bearer of crushing gravitational strength and blistering heat. So I guess in that case that's Arcadia. Why should you be so maligned? For you are as valuable as any other heavenly body, perhaps even more beautiful. Untouched by a majority though you may be, some of our species still have the good fortune to brave your elements, to see your supervolcanoes, their molten metal rains, firsthand. The mining facilities that these individuals inhabit bring valuable metals and minerals to the rest of the system. For this we thank you. Perhaps someday we might develop means to live in places other than your darkest recesses, but until that day we shall admire you from afar. No expense was spared for the construction of a simulacra of Arcadia's wise progenitor, the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, captured in larger-than-life detail as befitting the immensity of her contributions to science. Designs for the iconic statue took place over the course of several lengthy months, involving countless iteration and much heated debate, particularly about the telescope's size and direction. Okay, so I think we have a pretty basic puzzle here, right? Number of moons that orbit Elysium. Recluse. Orbits Elysium at a friendly distance. Moon of Elysium, Dorado. Arcadia's planet's cloister is more than it seems. Yeah. So that is Elysium. So I see... So there's only 3 dials. So we know that Dorado, Eden, Cloister, and Praetor are all moons of Elysium. So there's at least 4. That's a planet. Nyx is also a planet. Praetor we know of. It looks like 4, maybe. Wait, hang on. Maybe it's 5. Then the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. Do we know? I don't think we got a talk about Dorado. Eden. Friendly distant. Although Recluse is another planet, not a moon. I don't know which one we think is Dorado. Not sure. Let's keep going forward here. We might get to the end of this area and have to sort of come back. Yeah.
I cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
Smart man would have run when he had the chance.
I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything.
So it's Augustine. I didn't realize you were so close.
I trust you're not implying something untoward between us.
Don't worry. We already know DeVries ain't got a heart that could spare 2 beats for anyone. And you seem awful frugal in that regard, too.
The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
Or some panache.
Exactly.
Let Marisol work.
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The end point. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
There's a reason
Our
I
names are so
brought
similar,
her.
I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
Marisol's right, even the Abbott no longer has faith in you.
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about?
The Abbott's been hinting at your incompetence to anyone who will listen.
That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare.
Can't believe you didn't figure it out and you call yourself a seer.
I am beyond
Pathetic.
reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct.
Truly lost cause, aren't you? Blinded by your own pride. Jeez. A lot of stuff I don't have.
Perhaps the High Scholar did recognize some deficiency in me while my eyes were firmly on my own paper. No. What am I saying? Joseph can hardly solve for X in a standard equation without me guiding his hand, and he well knows it. He would never speak against me. You almost had me believing your deceit, I'll grant you. But I fear your statement column still lacks enough supporting evidence to persuade me. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver
Jelly,
my last
thank you for the
prediction
lurk.
to you, personally.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Riddle me the bullets all you
Necessary
like.
vulnerabilities
With your
identified.
rejuvenation device, you'll never do it wrong.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Moving up to it.
Abaddon deployed. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Let me know when you need a strength.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
I'm up to the head. Three hole in the head.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Identificator is charged. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Where even is she?
Hostile spot ready to waste it. On your command.
Combatant scan.
This is not in my stick. Whoever is, kill this outlier.
Exactly.
His shield's down.
Fortification in progress. There have been none. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic.
You rock truck hit the wrong side of the equator. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Combatant scan. stupefied. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
All right, I think we got him. Where did his body go? Did I disintegrate it by accident?
Yeah.
Even so, there's usually a little pile you can loot. There he is, Abbott's universal key. Yeah. Okay. Messages from Augustine de
I have
Vries.
grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced.
Okay.
I'm much however, though the code, yet we must act unflip.
Oh, hang on.
I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Okay, compose reply. Reason with de Vries. If you're planning, please reconsider. I know you have your reasons, and they probably feel like good ones, but look at what you've done, Augustine. Is this carnage worth it? We'll try reasoning her. Confirm. Message sent. Copy peace talks data. Desperate times call for desperate measures. For monastic measures. Okay. Quest complete. Follow de Vries to Greater Tranquility Substation. Okay. What's my... Do I have a way back path? I want the... Guess there's only one way in and out, huh?
We off to the peace talks then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Sealed? Why is the door sealed? And planetarium lockdown. Got it. I didn't see that. Abbott's universal key. Pick up the Oracle. Uses long rounds, prediction optics. I just looked this up because I wasn't sure about this. Apparently it's 414. How we get there, I'm not entirely sure, but... And without crying once. Pitchball card, 1% damage, and some bit cartridges.
Agent, over here.
Hi.
I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley.
Yeah, he's been disintegrated. I couldn't convince him to stand down. I'm sorry, I know he was your friend.
Sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. Perhaps if I had been a better friend to Landon... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think.
Well, Bright said, look at all these hostages I saved.
Better to focus on our gains than our losses. My colleague's survival is something worth celebrating. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me.
Right, because I'm
all
awesome.
your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% gay.
There is something in there. Maybe if I go back across that bridge. No? Seemingly right there. But fair pair. Appreciate the lurk. Thank you for coming in. Huh. One more spot here. No. I have no idea where that is. Okay. Shout out. Alright, well I think we've cleaned up our quests here. We still have to go back to the bartender at the Free Market Station. We've got to go back to Paradise for that. Got to go to the card collector on Free Market Station. And then this one, Auntie's Choice drop pod scattered around Golden Ridge. I don't know where else those would be. They're not on the map, so we'd have to find them somehow.
What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order?
Alright, let's go back to our ship. We can access this now. Point of view plus... What is this? Manager's tasking hat. A new point of view. Plus 30% magazine size. See the world through a modern digital filter. If you're defeated while wearing this helmet, you may pay 1,000 bits to continue. Cute.
Commander, we should put our heads together while we have time.
Yep. Agreed. But that is going to be for next time. We are done for today. Thank you everyone for coming in. Next time we'll pick up Outer Worlds. We'll pick up this quest and see where it follows us. Hopefully we only have... I mean, we probably have a fair amount left to go, but hopefully we'll get our last crewmate soon, and yeah,